This is really tough for us because we never want to hear about cases where kids are fighting diseases such as this, but Shane is going through that. The good news is that he's a really strong kid. You know, he's in the studio here with us this morning with his parents, but he told us that he's camera shy. I can completely respect that, but I think we're getting him more comfortable as we go along this hour with the camera, and it's a good thing because he's really photogenic, and you're going to see that in just a second. I'm joined by a family friend, Ruth Farfan, and Fire Chief Dave Roberts, who came in all the way from Station 85 in Dorado Hills. Thank you guys both for coming in and talking about Shane, because we are going to be talking about this fundraiser that's happening a week from today. It's a blood drive and fundraiser to help out Shane and his battle with leukemia. And I'm going to start with you. If you can just, as we show some pictures of Shane here, if you can just talk about him and his condition and when it surfaced.
This past summer, Shane was on a family trip, and they were at a reunion. He started to, he had a really fun, great day, and woke up in the middle of the night with really bad back pain. And that was kind of the start of his parents looking into what was going on, because Shane typically is not a kid who complains about pain. He keeps going and going. So it was really atypical for him to do this. And
from what I gather, he's a very active 8-year-old. He's into basketball. He was telling me that he's really into karate too. And this suddenly came up. He was diagnosed with it July, and specifically this type of leukemia is acute lymphocytic leukemia. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And what I've been looking at with this disease in particular, it's most common in children. It peaks with kids between the ages of 2 and 5. There's another peak that happens in older age, but the good news is that the overall cure rate for kids is at 80%. So he's got a good shot. And like I said, he's a really strong kid as we look at some of these pictures here of him.
Yes, he's actually had a great outlook from the very beginning, and that's part of what's been so inspirational for everybody. I think they look at him, he's always got a smile on his face, he keeps a good attitude. He's had to endure a lot of things, and he does it with a really positive attitude. His parents take an amazing role in helping frame things for him in that optimistic way. You know, when it came time to talk about some of the side effects of the medications, possibly losing his hair, you know, they really took that as an opportunity to say, this is going to be your badge of honor. This is going to be how you show everyone how courageous you are.
Well, and you mentioned losing his hair. I want to talk about some soldiers from Afghanistan, a particular platoon that knew that this was happening as he fought this. And look at this picture of these soldiers. They sent it in to Shane. They all shaved their heads for him as a tribute to him. That's just great.
Yes, Shane's father was a former Marine, and his cousin was stationed in Afghanistan. They were all due to come home in about 2 weeks and had grown their hair out. And when news had reached his cousin that Shane was going to be going to shave his head to prepare for the side effects of the chemo, he asked a couple buddies and said, hey, will you shave your head with me? And when the entire platoon heard, they all joined in. They sent him that picture the morning that he was going to do it. It was a great way to help cheer him on.
That's great. And Chief Roberts, we saw some pictures of Shane there on the fire truck. There's a connection there as well.
Yes, I couldn't be more proud of my organization and my firefighters. Unfortunately, Shane's not an anomaly. Over the years, we've adopted many families that have been facing these types of situations, and we're very proud, though, to have Shane as our most recent honorary firefighter. And along with being an honorary firefighter, the family has to come along with that. So that's just the way it is.
Well, it's a very inspiring story, and I know Shane is going to inspire a lot of kids out there who are suffering from the same thing. And the fundraiser, we have some information that we want to put up on the screen. As I mentioned, it's a blood drive as well as a fundraiser to help the family. This is happening Monday, October 29th, a week from today, 3 to 8 p.m. at the Dorado Hills Fire Station number 85. That's 1050 Wilson Boulevard. They're going to have a bake sale, a raffle ticket with an auction table, food, drinks, face painting, and it's going to be a great time. And make sure you get out there to support Shane's cause. And I want to thank you both for coming in this morning. And I want to thank Shane and his parents who are watching us right now. I just want to let you guys know that we're all thinking of you moving forward, and we know that you're going to recover, and to please check in with us as you move forward as well. I know you're going to be doing karate kicks in no time. I was telling him that I was a yellow belt in Taekwondo, but he can take me, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think you'll be impressed to see his moves.
Yeah, and we've got the bracelets too. They'll have the bracelets out there. I think Shane knows that I'm a Broncos fan. He made sure I got an orange one to match the orange and blue. So thank you, Shane. Guys, back to you.
All right, yeah, he's a terrific young man. We're going to be back with News 10 at 9 right after this. Welcome back to News 10 at 9. We convinced Shane Rogers to join us for the final 30 seconds of the show. Thank you so much, buddy.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you. Hey, and I asked Shane, what are you going to watch tonight? The baseball game, the football game, or the presidential debate? Which one?
Presidential debate.
Oh, wow.
Smart kid.
Yeah. Just in case you don't know, tonight's debate begins at 6 o'clock. You can see it right here on News 10. Then we'll have a News 10 special edition at 9 o'clock following the debate with analysis, and then more coming up at 11. And, of course, we're going to have all kinds of coverage of the Giants, too. You're rooting for the Giants?
Yeah.
A little bit? Yeah. They take on the Cardinals tonight, Game 7. And then if they win, they go to the World Series, right? Mm-hmm. He's all over it. Yeah.
He knows
Way
the
to go.
news.
Shane, we're going to keep our fingers crossed for you. We wish you the best of luck. We thank you so much for joining us, and we thank all of you out there. Will you say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.